So the question I have for you is, as a congressman who's in the minority, and we're dealing with a president who doesn't get along with his own party
Right.
most often, how does obstructionism work in today's world? I mean, we're seeing protests everywhere. It doesn't seem, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it doesn't seem to actually affect Trump's decision making. It seems to almost, make him more upset, and he does something every single day. Where's the line? Where does obstructionism work, and where does it not work?
Well, you can't look at policy and politics, as if everything is a nail and the only answer is a hammer. It's sometimes you basically have to look at a situation and see where the other side is. And if the other side, I mean the Republicans, are within, internal turmoil, your job is to go in there and to cause more turmoil in the minority and make them either fight themselves more or even within the outside politics, be more embarrassed from their own base. So the protests and the activism does work. If you look at, for example, the healthcare bill, if it wasn't for one or two stupid moves by Speaker Ryan and one other member, MacArthur, the bill barely passes out of the House. And that's not because we were geniuses here in the House, it was because of the grassroots activism out there, the people going to town halls. We should have done a lot more. I was a little disappointed in the Democratic caucus. Me and a couple of members tried to start this adopted district movement where we would go to a Republican district and have a town hall because these members wouldn't.
When they show up.
and we encourage leadership to also do the same, and they just would not get on the bandwagon for that kind of stuff because in their minds, it's a step too far. And in my mind, when you're basically, reordering 1/6 of the U.S. economy and affecting the health insurance of potentially 180 million people, there is no step too far. And that's what's going to have to also happen now we're dealing with DACA. We have to go to the next step, which is we have to start putting pressure on Republicans to charge a discharge petition. I think Democrats are going to have to go into Republican districts and have town halls where we rally activists to basically put pressure on these moderate Republicans to vote to protect the Dreamers. If we don't do these kinds of things, then what is this party for? It makes zero sense at this point. Then we might as well just, roll up and all call ourselves moderate Republicans at that point. And if we can't defend DACA recipients, it's a very sad statement as a caucus.